Yep. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just desensitizing her to a little bit of grip pressure a little later on. So I'm just getting used to touching her all over, and if I can get this wrapped around her belly and just work it back and forth all the way to her flank, I'm going to desensitize her to front cinch, back cinch, and also to a little bit of pressure and tightness up the girth. So essentially I'm just desensitizing her and preparing her for the first ride and preparing her to have success to the point where she never does check out and just go bucking crazy out of control. So realistically, if we set our horse up to succeed, it makes it to the point where our horse has a lot more trust in us. Now, I mean, if we just attached, like we used to do in the old days, we just tie a saddle on and then just let them kind of go off and go to bucking and sort it out. Once they got kind of fatigued enough to quit bucking, then we can go to work. Now, if we don't ever have to go through that traumatic process, not saying every horse is going to, fit the mold and basically not buck ever, but doing this totally sets them up to succeed because they're starting to feel a little bit of girth pressure, a little bit of pressure around the stomach, and then even you can work it back here by the flank and just go gently. Now she's going to kick a little bit because obviously this isn't something that happens on a normal basis. And right there she licked and chewed. She's kind of licking and chewing right now. Still she's kind of kicking at it, but she's not braced up completely like she was when we first started this session. So that's essentially what we're doing here. And I basically have a headstall on the horse. Whenever I can get a headstall on the horse, I put it in there because it gets them used to just wearing the headstall, wearing the bit. And so a little bit later on, when I actually pick up a rein and put a little bit pressure, it's not just like I'm putting the bit in their mouth and then pulling on it. They've learned to kind of pack it, and essentially it's kind of become a part of their body. So all of these things that I do, I try to set my horse up to succeed and have them come out smelling like a rose. Because a lot of times, in the old days or when I was younger, we did it the old Western way. Like I said earlier, we would just throw the saddle on, pull their head around, cover their eyes, jump on, and hope for the best. So, and if I really wanted to be a bronc rider, I would go join the PRCA and go do the bronc rider thing. But that's not a lot of fun. That came off enough in my life. If I can avoid the bronchi stage of this horse training at all costs, it just sets me and my horse up to succeed. If my horse never learns to buck, I am that much further ahead of the game. And she always gets to the point where she just never feel that there's a reason to buck and check out, then that's going to set up the next owner as well. So that's just kind of my philosophy. I try to get them to the point where they don't buck, and it makes it a whole lot easier. So when I do sell a horse, hopefully we don't have to have somebody that is the equivalent to a bronc rider to be able to ride one of these horses that we've trained. And so we come quite a ways from beginning to end, because when I first started putting a little bit of pressure here, she was kicking every time. Now she's going to stop, she's flinching a little bit, kind of checking it out, but she's not kicking like she was. So we'll put a little bit of girth pressure and then release. So I just kind of take my hands and go each direction, tighten up to where I have a little more pressure, and then release, reward the release. So just a lot of this, because eventually I'm going to take a surf single and I'm going to actually tie it on. And then we're going to start attaching things that simulate my legs and simulate weight, simulating noise that we may encounter while we're in the saddle down the line. So from this point, I'll put a surf single on, and then we'll start attaching some buoys and get our horse to the point where they can actually almost turn into a pack horse. And they should be able to pack whatever we put on them. Noisy, if it makes a noise rattling like a dog food sack or a clanging of a can or whatever, they should just kind of act like they've worked for the sanitation department before, and they're just taking the trash out. They shouldn't have to overreact and throw caution to the wind, take you right to the scene of the accident, and introduce you to the ER nurse at your local ER. So we'll see what we can get accomplished here. We'll find the surf single, and then we'll go from there. Oh, there's two. So in a sense, what we're doing here is we're actually building our horse up. But in the end, we need to find a balance. We need to find a balance where our horses dull up enough to the point where they're overreactive to all of our cues, but then have them kind of sensitized enough to the point where when we ask them to move or do something, that they move and they're not so dull and deadheaded. So that's kind of what we're after. And sometimes what you can do is you can overtrain a horse for a rider. And what I mean by that is you can put your leg on, and that horse really overreacts to leg pressure and moves really fast, where the rider doesn't have really good seat. And so that's the tough part with training these Mustangs, is you have to almost dull them up, because you do not know who's going to adopt them at the competition. So in a sense, you almost have to train them to the point where you're training them so your kid could ride them. And then if the kid's a good rider, or a person's a good rider, they can finesse them up to the point where their horse will adjust to their cues. Because no matter what, when we're done with this horse, her level is going to be right here. Now, the adopter, I don't know if he's better than, above her level or below her level. Well, if the adopter's below her level, what I want to happen is the adopter to kind of learn the exercises and at least get to here. Don't drag your horse down to your level. Learn what you can where your horse and you are successful, and then learn more, then drag your horse with you. Now, if you're already above your horse, then just keep training your horse and drag your horse with you till the point where you guys see eye to eye, because you guys got to have eventually become one in unison with each other, especially where you're on the horse's back. But then keep going, stair step it up. Go find a new exercise, and bring your horse with you, make him better. Find an exercise to make him stop better. Drag them up, teach him that exercise. Teach him how to move off your leg better. And just keep going to the point where your horse gets so good that it'll never become a Craigslist wonder. And what the Craigslist wonder is the horse sells and sells and sells, and you wonder who owns them next. So anyway, so that'll set you and your horse up to succeed, and your horse will basically have a one-owner life. So if we kind of think of how some of these horses go, they get changed from owner to owner to owner, and if you put yourself in their shoes, basically they're like a foster kid. They're getting bounced around from house to house to house, and they have to readjust, to a new lifestyle, to a new family. A lot of times they say they're used on ranch, and then the next thing you know, they're used just for trail. Then they bump around. The next thing they're being asked to be a rope horse or go, drill team or whatever. So there's so many different uses that we can do with these horses. If we kind of set them up to the point where hopefully they just do everything good from the beginning to beginning, then they can kind of go in any direction. But realistically, if we can, have it in our perfect world, we would just have it to the point where the adopter gets the horse and basically keeps the horse for the duration of its life. So anyway, we'll add another buoy here, and then we'll just kind of keep on stepping through these exercises, and we'll see what we got today. So like this side here, she's a little more apprehensive on everything. So I'm just going to kind of keep going and rub her over here with this buoy until hopefully she levels off. Kind of licks and chews, kind of relaxes a little bit, and then I'll attach it and flip it on. So everything on her right side is a little more racy and apprehensive than on the left. There we go. And we just kind of keep rubbing, and hopefully she'll kind of relax a little bit more, and then lick and chew, or rest her hind hock, or make a big deep breath and exhale, or rest her hock. That's kind of what we're after here. If she doesn't come right away, we'll just kind of tax the buoy and kind of go on a little bit. But ideally, we want to wait for that cue. So we'll see what she does. We'll go on for a little while longer and get her kind of acclimated to being rubbed and touched over here on this side with this buoy before we attach it on. And ideally, you don't want to attach them too low to where they go underneath the horse. You just want them kind of, just to simulate your leg. So kind of hang down kind of by the point of the elbow of the horse, right in that range, and then go from there. Okay, I'm just going to attach this buoy here. She's kind of relaxed a little bit, not a whole lot, but. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn her loose and then go put her back to work and see what she does with the buoy on this side. And I always tell people, if you can think of any object that you think might scare your horse, find a way to attach it with a trigger snap and simulate that noise and apply it to a horse. But then, like I said earlier, don't just get your horse to the point where she's standing still and go attach like 50 things on your horse. Attach one at a time. Attach, like I've done with the buoys, one buoy on the right side or the left side, then one on the right. And then I'll attach something else, like a dog food sack or some noisy cans that clink around. And just keep adding a little bit. So it would be like if somebody restrained me down and tied like 50 snakes to me and then turned me loose. Okay? That would freak me out. I would run into a panel, probably knock the panel down or try to jump the fence and do all that kind of stuff. So if we tend to think about it, how a horse would think about it, and put ourselves in their shoes, basically that's what, we want them to understand that we're not trying to hurt them. We're just trying to get them used to us to the point where we can have a successful ride without them either spooking, bolting, bucking, checking out, and doing all sorts of crazy things that'll hurt either them or us. So we'll send it this way. And while I'm throwing the rope out, because I can kind of desensitize her for the distance. So if I can throw this lead rope up and over her back or touch the back leg, okay, then that's just another spot where I've touched her and it hasn't hurt or there's been no pain or anything inflicted on her. So I'm just kind of desensitizing her and doling her up in a sense. Whoa. There we go. And so back in the day, we used to do the old jump on and just kind of sort it out, play PRCA bronc rider and then weather the storm. And then after we got that sorted out, we would head out to the desert and go gather cattle. Now there's days where we would work all day long and on the way home, after a long day, something would happen. It would spook or something, brush, a rabbit would jump out from under a brush and our horse would blow out and go buck us off because they didn't have any trust. So doing it this way, we're establishing more of a foundation, more of a trust, and they understand what we're after, and we'll have a lot more success and a lot less bronc rides. So if I can get to a point where I don't ever have to be on another bronc, I'll be just happy with that. Oh. All right, let's see. So I'll attach a couple more things. And then we will attach this to her. Hopefully, everything kind of works out. And we come in. So the only thing that's ever happened too is sometimes these horses get to the point where they seek you for help. And I've got a couple of them, they want to come jump in my lap, getting away from, there you go. So she kind of tucked her butt there a little bit, so she didn't blow up. So, and then I'm going to change directions, send her off. Now, there we go. Next, you're going to kick at it. You're up to touch. You might kick at it a little bit to change your direction. There we go. And now that bag is going to flop around and go up underneath her belly. Kind of get her where a bunch of stuff, it's kind of going to probably never touch it. One thing, too, that we think about, when the horse does kind of check out and go to bucking, that saddle and all the stirrup and everything else have a tendency to flop around, unlike it does when the horse is just going through a normal lope. When they buck, it's up and down and starts flapping and swinging underneath. Kind of changes the whole dynamic of the whole saddle itself. And then that's where they get into kind of a panic because everything's going to grab you a little bit different than it normally did going around camel. Oh. And if you watch her outside ear, her left ear, When that bag gets into a position where it kind of gets her attention, that ear will tweak back. Okay? So right about there, okay, that bag got that back cinch of that saddle. Right about there, okay? There again, right about here, there again. So that tells you basically those ears are like her radar. She's kind of figuring out when that left ear goes back, she's trying to figure out what's on her left side. Okay, right there. Now, if she tweaked that ear back like that and took off bucking, all I have to do is turn, raise my hand, stop her, and send her the other way. So, first time I saw that person doing this, it totally changed my whole thought process on getting on the horse for the first time. And so then what we do is I have Stacy come into the middle, and then basically she has control of the horse on the ground, and all I am is the other obstacle on the horse's back. And then everything builds from there. So if I get on there, let me sort of know the horse goes the bucking. Stacy just turns, has the horse turn, face, square up, go the other way. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Whoa. I don't think I had any hands at the moment. Let me do this. So what I'm going to attach is just basically a white plastic sack and a little food noodle. Okay, so I'm going to send her off again. There we go. So horses are always scared of the white plastic sack. The inevitable white plastic sack. For some reason, some horse has alcohol that can pass it along that says white plastic sacks kill horses. Okay? Every horse is scared of them to a certain extent. Some of them to an extent that is really reactive. And so anyway, but if we could take our horse and get them to the point where they have stuff tied to them, and then also a little bit later on, once we get up them on the saddle, if we can get them to the point where they drag scary stuff, then they come out and smell like a rose. If you can get your horse to the point where you can turn them into a ranch horse, take them into a branding pen, rope a calf, drag it to the fire where they're going to brand it, through a crew of people on the ground. Most of the time somebody has a dog that's in the middle there. There's probably always some little kids running around. There's a branded fire kind of right in the middle of there, and there's trucks and there's coolers and there's other ropes and there's other riders. That is just a recipe for a trainer. Now, if you can get your horse to the point where they can willingly do this and be sensible about it, then you've got a horse that will basically do anything for you. So right there, her head kind of keeps down and she kind of addressed that dog food sack. So, but the good thing is she didn't overreact and go back in and do anything stupid. So I'm going to stop her here in a second and probably call it a session. Whoa. So, okay. Now I'll probably end that right there. She's licking and chewing and she's shaking her head and she's kind of not so on guard with me. So I'll come up here and kind of reward her with a little bit of petting and then just call that a good session.